He was like, believe in yourself, you can do this, like literally launch yourself off your feet. And I literally almost cracked open my head because of it. Hello guys, my name is Troy, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very, very special video because I have done it, guys. I have reached I don't know what I'm doing. I've reached 100 booktube videos on my channel. 100 videos. That is so crazy to think, and I've been just getting like so emotional about it like over the last few days because like if let's say it just takes like maybe like 4 to 5 hours for each video, I've done that for like 100 videos. That's like 400 to 500 hours I've spent on this channel, and it's just like crazy to see how I've grown, and I've just been like thinking about my channel a lot lately. And to celebrate, I wanted to do a 100 booktube video Q&A where you guys could ask me any questions, and I am basically going to answer virtually all of them. So yeah, I sent out a community post like yesterday, and I gave you guys about one day to put in all your questions, and I'm just aiming to go through them all because there's some really awesome questions, and you know, I want to give back because you guys are so freaking awesome. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Again, I'm so emotional about it because y'all are the best, and like I couldn't do this without you. So thank you guys so much and for motivating me and being awesome, and I can't wait to see the next 100 booktube videos and how they grow. Alright, let's start out with Ashes because she sent in like, what, 15 questions that we have to go through? So let's start. Would you ever do a meet and greet? Bro, that'd be so cool if I wrote a book and I had like a meet and greet. So yeah, maybe in the future, I don't know, that'd be super cool. And I would love to meet you guys. Like that would be so fun, but I don't know if I'm like that big to do anything right now. Number 2, how are you? I'm actually doing very good. Thanks for asking. I've just been so excited, you know, about my channel lately, and fall has like been overjoying me lately. Like I've just been able to go outside. I like the smell of the fall. I don't know, for some reason I'm so motivated. Like I've been a lot happier lately for some reason. So yeah, and I think that's because it's fall. Number 3, what is something you wish to see more in books? Okay, that's a good question. I really love it when like the authors have like diverse characters, because that's something that's really notable to me, and like I feel like when I notice it and when I like am aware of it, like I feel like I just love the book a lot more because having like diverse perspectives and opinions. So yeah, 4, who is your all-time favorite author? That's easy because I have a whole shelf dedicated to her books, and that is Sarah J. Maas. Her books are just so good. She's just a great writer. I mean, she could like improve on her diversity too, but like I just think that her books are so freaking good. Just reading them, like the way she like writes and her plot is just so beautiful, and like her characters are so real and gripping, and the emotion in these books, you can tell it's just so like real and down to earth, and just like it's just, I feel like her books are just so poetical and beautiful and lyrical. And I'm gonna do like a Sarah J. Maas-a-thon this fall and winter because I want to get back through her books, and I also want to read her latest one. Number 5, what got you into reading? I think my mom got me into reading, honestly, because she had me and my brother reading at a very young age, like maybe like when we were 2, 3, 4, somewhere around that range. Like she got us on this program where we started to read, and like we were reading like chapter books before kindergarten. I feel like that really helped me, and just like in elementary school we would have like a book fair every year, and I would just be so excited to go to the book fair and like, you know, pick out books and stuff. So that kind of really like sprouted my love for reading, and it definitely you know, just sped up over time, and it kind of just increased, and my reading was increasing, and my interest in reading was increasing. So yeah, now that's how I'm here to this point now. Number 6, can you remember the first book you ever read? If so, what was it? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Actually, wait. No, I do remember the first book that I read. Like the first chapter book that I read, I was so like in my mind or whatever, because like it was a big accomplishment, but it was like some sort of like pirate book or some museum with some like pirates or something. It was just basically just me reading a chapter book. My mom wanted me to read chapter books, so yeah, that's weird that I remember that. Number 7, how long have you wanted to start your booktube channel? So I've wanted to start my booktube channel about this time last year. So in October, I first got the idea. I started like seeing this one booktuber, his name's like Brendan or something. He was really small, and his booktube channel was just like, oh my gosh, I love it. And like the fall really gets me into like the booktube vibe and like the creating videos vibe. Like I feel so much more productive and like happy about my videos in the fall for some reason. I don't know why, but I don't know, it's just like an enlightening time for me. But yeah, I just feel like that fall I was just getting so inspired by some of these small booktubers, and even these big booktubers too, and I just wanted to see if I could do it too, because like this was a dream for me. I had been doing a channel with my brother and my friend, or I think it was just my brother at the time. I felt like so limited as to what content I could create because I was just talking about the KOTLC series, as my second channel is the KOTLC fanbase, so I have to create videos in that niche. But with this channel, I can do anything related to books. It's so much more wider, and I really wanted to do that. So I was very brave, and I created my whole individual channel that I had to set up, and like, it was just fun falling back into like the start of creating a new channel. Like, I just feel like it's like so cool, like seeing it grow from the start again. And I just worked my butt off, like creating channel trailers, like little steadily promoting. I did so much to prepare for my channel, and like just seeing it launch that day, and I got 100 subscribers the first day. It was crazy. Like, just seeing how my booktube journey has progressed, it's been amazing. So what are you currently reading? Oh, that's a good question. I'm currently reading the second book to The Ranger's Apprentice, which is called The Burning Bridge, I believe, which was really good. I'm also reading Brizinger by Christopher Paolini, which this is almost 1,000 pages with really small font. So it'd be like 1,500 pages if it was like regular font. So basically this is a really thick book, and I'm trying to get through it. I'm only like 80 pages in because it's so long. It might take me the whole month. I don't even know. All right, what books are you gonna ask for Christmas? I know it is a long way, but I thought I would add it. Okay, that's a good question. I'll go into my conversation with my mom because I gave her a list for my birthday, and I'll probably repeat a lot of like the books that I asked for my birthday. First off, we got Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, which she got. The False Prince by Jennifer Nielsen, which she got. Okay, I see what she did. She picked a lot of the books from the top of the list. Okay. Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody, Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Robertson, Bloodleaf by Crystal Smith, The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson, which she got. Strange the Dreamer by Lonnie Taylor, The Diviners by Libba Bray, The Night Circus by Aaron Morgenstern, Red Queen by Victor Aveyard, Artemis Fowl by Eowyn Colfer, which no, I'm glad I didn't get it. The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater, House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas, which she got. An Ember in the Ashes, Snow Like Ashes, The Sisters Grimm, The Candy Makers, and Sky Raiders. So those are all the books that I want for Christmas as of right now, but I will probably like add and remove some from that list, like Artemis Fowl because it was trash. Not really book related, but who are you going to be for Halloween? I don't really know yet, but I'm going to like this murder mystery themed party for like my ex's Sweet 16. I am going to be the Crazy Hatter, and I got assigned that character card, and like I have to be like wear like this red suit with like this crazy hat. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, it's gonna be awkward because, like I said, it's just my ex. Anyways, what is your favorite type of video to film? I love doing reading vlogs, challenges, and tags. Like, those are my best ones. I also love wrap-ups. I have been loving every single video lately that I've been posting, if that, like, gives you some context. Have you ever had a fictional crush? Not really. What popular book series could you not get into besides Percy Jackson? Ugh. I cannot for the life of me get into A Darker Shade of Magic. I just DNF'd this page 60. Like, I just couldn't. I mean, it was not bad. I just couldn't. I just couldn't with it. All right, we've got Deanna, and she says, "Hi, Troy, here's my questions. What are some books that you have in mind of purchasing, but you just can't push yourself to do it? And what's the hardest thing about being on YouTube, filming, editing, upload schedule, or etc.?" So first, I guess, what are some books that you have in mind of purchasing? I really want to I feel like I'm so bad about this, but I want to focus on getting books that, like, I have the start of some series, but I just can't, I'm not finished them. Like, yeah, I just want to be able to do that more. And then your second question about what's the hardest thing about being on YouTube, filming, editing, upload schedule. So filming is not that bad. I enjoy filming. I love talking to you guys, talking to the camera. I'm very comfortable around the camera now. It's probably going to be editing. I like editing, and I've been more enthusiastic about editing, but just in general, it's probably the least favorite part for me because it feels like a lot of work. I don't know, like, it's just a lot of it. The first thing that I do with my videos is I will cut out all the pauses and like the long breaths. Like, I make a lot of cuts in my videos compared to a lot of other YouTubers. I noticed that. So that's like the first thing that I do, but it's repetitive. Like, it'll take an hour to do the cuts, but then I'll be like, okay, yay, we get instant expert. Like, I'm so excited about it. Doing background music, okay, this is fun, and then like I kind of fall flat again. So it's just like that. It's just a long time. Like, if editing took less time, I'd love it. It's just the timeliness of it and like the tediousness of it. I love everything else. I love uploading. I love responding to comments. That's my favorite part. And I also love making thumbnails because I've been a thumbnail god lately. All right, bayonets and books. Congratulations on 100 booktube videos. Thank you so much. Number 1, what type of music genres are you into, and who are your favorite musical artists? Like, I'm into like teen, like pop right now, a little bit of rap, but not like too much. Like a pop rap, like sort of like a combination of that. The Moana soundtrack specifically, I just want to talk about this. I love literally every single song in the Moana soundtrack because first of all, it's islandy, it's hip, it's hoppin', it's poppin'. And I don't know, I just feel like it's really gotten me into the mood of fall, even though Moana is like beachy and sunny. Like, I don't know why. It's just Moana reminds me of fall for some reason. I want to watch the movie again. But like, just all this, the music in that is really great. And I think that's just something I've been listening to a lot, the Moana soundtrack. And then just like my Dixie D'Amelio's Be Happy remix. I really like Dixie D'Amelio, Lil Mosey, and Blackbear. Those are three great creators, especially Blackbear. I've been loving his songs. I've been like listening to a lot of his songs. What are some things authors write into their stories that get on your nerves or bother you? If I know some authors try to like just make their story really original, but then it just doesn't even come. Like, I feel like you have to have some elements of other stories in your books. I just feel like it's okay to not be original. It's okay to weave in elements of different stories. Like, I know that some of the most successful stories are literally just like spin-offs or retellings. Okay, number 3, do you see yourself having a career related to books and writing in the future? I already have a career in books. I make about what, like $60 a month off YouTube as of right now. I'm not monetized on this channel, monetize my other one, but I already have technically a part-time career in books. It's so crazy, I know, like I'm gonna faint. Yeah, I would also love to be an author too. I am such a writing addict. Well, I'm not writing an addict, but I used to be so good at writing, and like I used to be so interested in it, but like YouTube kind of took away that from me because now I don't have time to write. But creative writing is something I'm seriously passionate about. So yes, I'm definitely like looking into that, and I would love to do that like as part-time in the future, because that would just be amazing. Last of your questions, do you have any hobbies or things you like to do outside of reading and YouTube? I know a lot of people ask this, so I guess I'll elaborate. One thing, I don't know if this is technically a hobby, I like to take walks like every single day at lunch, or not like walks, but just be outside. Like, I like to spend time outside. I definitely, during the coronavirus, I was trying to get outside, and then during the summer I was like really holed up inside, which was like a huge problem. But I feel like during the school year I've been able to just escape, to get outside, because at like lunch I have about 45 minutes, and I'll spend like mostly times like 30 minutes outside like eating my lunch, because I just think it's so great to have an escape. I just feel healthy whenever I'm outside. And then also another thing I'm getting a little bit more passionate about is like music, listening to music, and also like spending time with friends. Like, that's something that I really enjoy doing, and I've been trying to get more into, because I really lost my social aspect in the summer. My summer was just really bad, so let's not talk about it. Okay, that's thank you so much, Baynuts and Books, for the questions. I really liked answering them. Katie, number 1, how are you? Already answered that. I'm doing great. Number 2, how are you so amazing? Like, thank you so much, Katie. That means a lot to me. I'm so glad you enjoy my personality in my videos, and like, shout out to you for like literally watching like all 100 of my videos. Like, I don't know if you haven't watched my videos, but like, you must have watched like nearly all of them, leaving like your gigantic comments. Like, you're so known in the community because you're just like amazing. How has this community impacted you? What would you change about it? I wouldn't change anything about it, especially because like everything is so relatable, because like I have you guys that are like in the same age range as me. Like, I know a lot of booktubers have like audiences with like adults, but I feel like it's so great that I have like a teen booktube audience almost. Yeah, anyways, what was I saying? I just think it's so great because I can relate to everyone in the community. I also feel like everyone is just so supportive and loving. I've never gotten a single hate comment on this channel. I mean, I've gotten several hate comments now on Kyoto's fan base, because every single month I get more and more, but like, still, I just feel like I have been loving creating, and you guys have been loving the content, and we have so much fun times together. I would not do anything to change it. Number 4, would you put a small mango hoodie on Sir Reads a Lot, and how is he? Oh my gosh, thanks for asking. He's actually right next to me while we're filming. This is Sir Reads a Lot. I don't know if you guys have like been to the start of my channel. This was probably when I had like maybe 750 subscribers, so like almost like half of what I do now. But basically, like, this author named Gracie Dick sent me a book, and she sent like this whole package with some like candies and like some bookmarks and this freaking adorable stuffed animal, and his name is Sir Reads a Lot. We named him in the comments, and he is doing very well. He's been neglected by me a lot, so I need to work on that, but overall he's a nice young chap, and he is excited to be back on my channel. And would I put a small mango hoodie on him? Yes, that would be awesome. What if like one of y'all could like make it and send it to me? That would be so cool. That would be adorable. So thanks, Katie, for your questions. Next up, we've got KyoTLC Nerd. Shout out to you for just being awesome. Anyways, here are my questions. Who is your hero in any sense of the word? My hero probably has to be my mom, honestly. She's so inspiring, and just like, I don't know, I just aspire to have her personality. She's just so sweet and funny and kind, and you know, she always buys me books, which is a great thing about it. But yeah, she's just like a superhero. Number 2, how do you juggle both YouTube channels, school and just life in general? Okay, so this I probably want to talk about a little bit more, and then like her third question is, does YouTube ever give you stress? But 2 and 3 are similar, about like stress and YouTube and stuff. So honestly, I do have some stress about YouTube. It's just like, I'm not stressed about my videos. I guess it's just like what comes along with it. It's like by having to do videos, I probably work every single day from about 2 to 6 on videos stuff, and then that only leaves me with about 2 hours to do homework every single day. So yeah, it's an interesting balance, and especially with reading too. So I'll just kind of talk about all of it, but basically I try to take time in between classes to do like editing and video stuff like that. So there's just definitely a lot of like little hacks that you could do with like managing your stuff and your schedule. And honestly, I don't really know how I have such good grades, but like I just feel like you really have to do what to do first with your homework, because then like if there's a project that's due on Friday, I'll prioritize my video over that project, if that makes sense. I don't even know what I'm saying. How do you juggle both YouTube? I don't know how I juggle it. It's a lot. Doing my YouTube and then my school, but basically I just try to eliminate distractions as much as possible. I try to do my YouTube work first, because then that's like, once I get that done, I'll be less stressed, because I technically like want to do that more, and that's like something that's more fun to me. And then I try to do my homework. I don't know if that made like any sense to you, but like I hope that helps. But yeah, there definitely is some stress with YouTube, just the stress that comes along with it. And the last question, what motivates you to make such amazing videos? Honestly, it is you guys, because like just like that you complimented me. Like all these compliments and these comments and the support really helps me, and like really just like boosts my confidence and just makes me feel so loved, because I'll say that just in general, I'm like whatever, like 15 years old. Yeah, 15 years old, and I just have so much support around me. Like that's not something common for like a 15-year-old teen to have. Like, well, yeah, hundreds of comments each week, just like being so loving and like just being surrounded with so much support really motivates me to keep going. Okay, I literally just realized how many questions I have to get to. This is going to be such a stressful day tomorrow of editing, like in between everything. We got EADSK99. Who is the person you looked up to the most? Like I said earlier, it's my mother, because she's an amazing person. What do you like to do besides read? I also talked about this. I like to go outside, spend time with friends, family, draw, music. Well, not so much as drawing, but yeah, just like listening to music, blah, 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 yeah, like learning, doing new things, just trying to get out of my comfort zone a little bit, like stuff like that. Do you like drawing? I do like drawing. I don't really have much time for it, but like I don't think of myself as a good artist. Like I like, like coloring in stuff or like recreating stuff. I don't like really like making art on my own. Although like I think being an artist would be so helpful for like my thumbnails if I could just like be able to outline myself easier, because I don't really have Photoshop or whatever to do that. And would you recommend for anyone to start a YouTube channel? 100%. It can truly change your life. It truly changed mine, and it just gives me a hobby that I can put on my college. Like it impresses a lot of people too, and just like having support is probably like just incredible. Like it's just so emotional for me to think that like I have like hundreds of people like supporting me. It's beyond insane, and I just can't. I can't think about it or else I get emotional. Anyways, next up we've got Gabriel. How many languages do you speak? I speak 1.3 languages, because I'm 100% fluent in English, and I'm 30% fluent in Spanish, or probably even a little bit more now, because last time I took that was 2 years ago. Now I've taken 2 more years of Spanish. I'll say like I'm like 40% fluent in Spanish, because I can understand it to a certain point. But what countries would you like to visit? I would love to visit, well, this is technically in the United States, but I would love to visit Hawaii for starters. I actually went to Cancun, Mexico. It was so nice there. Just the people there were amazing. Like it was really beautiful. I'd also love to go to Asia and like visit China and like countries around there, in Japan, I'm pretty sure. I also want to go to Australia and Europe and like Greece and like all that kind of stuff, and like Rome. There's so many great places that I want to go. What is your least favorite book of all time? What is my least favorite book of all time? I don't even have one. Like what is it? That's an interesting question. I have literally no idea. As of right now, it probably is going to have to be Renegades by Marissa Meyer. I just don't think this is worth a read. I don't know. I hate it. It's not like I don't dislike it. I just this is like my worst book probably of the year, and I just don't like it. All right, number 4. What book that doesn't get enough attention would you recommend to everyone? The Treasure of Caprick by Brandon M. Wilburn. This has like 0 attention, but it's so good, and like I actually like left this really positive review, and the author saw it and he wanted to send me a signed hardback copy, because I read it on like ebook and I read the arc of it, and like he literally signed it and wrote a fangirl moment right there. But yeah, I just think this is a great book that like it's underhyped, but it's really good. Like it's like a great high fantasy adventure like chase kind of thing going on. And that is all the questions for Gabriel, so thank you. Virginia, is there a genre of books that you have never picked up but you want to? Okay, I honestly want to delve more into both like the romance genre, which I've been doing, and I've been a lot more better about that, like reading more like LGBT plus romances, romances and just kind of diversifying my romance. And then also with like historical fiction, I kind of want to read historical fiction, but like really fictionist historical fiction. Like I don't want to like read about like historical blah 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 because I hate history and I hate social studies and it like makes me want to blow my mind up. But like I want to read more like historical fiction because I know there's a lot. I also might want to dabble more into sci-fi. I don't know, but I might want to. So thank you for the question. Yeah, those are just some genres that I might want to dabble more into the future. Perkman G, shout out to you for watching my videos. Who is your celebrity crush? I don't really have one. I'm not like that person who even like knows celebrities. Like I'm that person who literally you'll say like, oh, James Bond. I'll be like, who is that? So yeah, that's me basically. I don't know celebrities. That's not something I know. What is your favorite book of all time? My favorite book of all time is the Keeper of Lost City series, and within this, Never Seen by Shannon Messenger. Like I could read this book over and over and over again. It's the 4th book, and it basically is like the characters are kind of going rebel against the government. Like, I mean, they're on the good side, but like they're still kind of technically rebelling against the government. They're going to this whole new like secret hideout, and they're learning things, like learning how to advance their powers, and like the environment is so cool. And then there's like this plague that hits the like gnomes that they have to like figure out, and it's just so good. I really like that. As of right now, this probably might be my favorite like standalone, again but better, because I just think it's so amazing every time I read it. It's like literally like the example of me. I relate to it so much with like just every single element of it, and I think that is just beautiful. And like I know it has some flaws, but it's just like the definition of me basically. How long does it take you to read a book? So for audiobooks, it actually takes me about 2 to 4 days to read an audiobook. I've been reading audiobooks in 2 days lately, but if I'm reading an audiobook over 9 hours, it'll take me more than 2 days because I try to read 3 to 4 hours of audiobooks per day, and it adds up. And I've been able to read a lot more audiobooks recently. With physical books, it takes me about 4 to 5 days for like around 400-page books. But like I said, I'm reading that like really tiny font 900-page book or 800-page book, and it's probably going to take me like 15 days. So it can really range. Like my physical books is like totally random, don't know what I'm doing. But with audiobooks, I'm able to read very consistently, very fastly. I can just zoom through them. Number 4, do you have any advice on how to start a book channel? Yes, I do. First, you gotta do it. No one's gonna judge you because like the booktube community, from my experience, are very like accepting and supporting of everyone, just like anyone and everyone can start a channel and you will get support like if you reach out. And another thing like with that is reaching out, you know, making friends. I feel like that was something that really helped me, like just to kind of branch out and like find people and like comment on their videos, and like they comment on my videos. Like I've been able to make so many booktube friends and just know people in general, and like kind of be able to say like, oh, you know, that person, like I have like a relationship with them. Like just like reaching out, being confident, like just, you know, pressing upload, pressing record, and like, you know, your first videos may suck. That's my first videos definitely did, but like over time your videos and your channel will just grow, and I will support you. Number 1, what is your favorite author and why? Okay, I already answered this. It's Sarah J. Maas because of her great writing. Number 2, why did you decide to start 2 YouTube channels? So yeah, I'll kind of clear this up, but basically I have another channel called KOTLC Fanbase, which I started 2 years ago with Joey, and now my brother joined recently too, and we're making videos. I kind of talked about this before, but I just felt so limited as to what content I could create. I felt like I was just in a spot where like I wanted to create books, like videos about books, and I was creating wrap-ups on my other channel, but I just wanted a hub and a space where I can just talk about books with you guys and like have just a lot more fun. And I feel like this channel has done it. This has given me the freedom of creativity and like speech. I love it. Number 3, if you could be any character from a book you read, who would it be and why? Okay, well, I'd probably want to be an elf because they're immortal and they're living in like a great world with like tons of desserts and like elven technology and lots of good people and like beautiful. I don't know, I just feel like I would be an elf because life would be so much easier. And I'll probably be Jency because Jency seems to be like okay, because I don't want to be a main character in the Keeper of Lost City series because they're going through so much like trauma and stuff. But I would say Jency because like he's like not really in the action as of right now, and he's just kind of chilling and being able to like eat Malama all the time and like just be immortal and have power. Like yeah. Number 4, what is the thing you're most proud of? It has to be my YouTube. It has to be my YouTube. Like if someone asked me like, what is one thing that, well yeah, you just asked it. What is one thing that you're most proud of? I just think it has to be this, because like just to be able to grow from like 0 subscribers, just to have like this much support. And I know it's not like I'm not a celebrity or anything because I don't have like, you know, thousands and thousands of people like around me, but like to be able to say I've created like 100 booktube videos is crazy, and just like being able to work with authors, I think it's just my passion. So yeah. Number 5, how are you doing in general, school, YouTube, personal life? Doing a little bit stressed, but just overall, it's fall. I'm living for fall. All right, now we're gonna go into Megan, who had 9 questions. All right, Megan, what is your favorite hobby outside of anything to do with reading? I already talked about that. What book would you recommend to anyone who wants to dive into another world for a little while? So I'm going to say either Keeper of Lost Cities or The Unwanteds by Lisa McMahon. So those two, or Aragon by Christopher Paolini. The other book that I talked about, like just some of those are some like really good like worlds that you can just escape into and just vibe with and love. What has surprised you most about being a booktuber? I think I talked about this in one of my other booktube related tags, but like basically I just think it's like, I don't know, it's just like so great to be able to talk about books, but at the same time what surprised me really is like I didn't feel like a part of a booktube community, which I know I am, and like I've been feeling a lot lately, because one of my goals this summer was actually to get more involved in the community. I feel so much more involved already, like just being a little bit more like active on Twitter and like replying to people, and like, but yeah, I just feel like I wasn't really a part of the community, and that was something that I'm still working on, but that was something that definitely surprised me. But yeah, just having so much support also surprised me. Number 4, what's your favorite movie? Okay, so I have 2 great movies, actually no, 3. So my all-time favorite movie is probably Angry Birds 2. It's just such a cute, funny, adorable movie, and especially because I love the Angry Birds franchise so much. Another movie that I really loved is Frozen 2. Probably it might be my second favorite movie is like Full Out. I don't really know like who it's by or like whatever, but it was like on Netflix. I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but I would watch it like every so often because it was just so powerful, especially because I used to be a gymnast. I don't know if I've ever said that like on my channels, but yeah, I definitely used to be a gymnast. I almost got to the point of doing backflips and then I stopped because one of my teachers was like scary. Like he was like so pushy about it. Like he was like, believe in yourself, you can do this, like literally launch yourself off your feet. Then I literally almost cracked open my head because of it. So yeah, but anyways, I just quit it, but like still I was just seriously so avid about it. And so, but yeah, that's like some really great movies. I don't know, and I hope you learned a little bit about me there. When you look up to the most, my mother. Who is the most fun thing you've ever done for YouTube? Okay, some really fun things I've done for YouTube. Going to the tour and vlogging it was so, like that was probably the answer to that, because literally like every time I think about it I almost want to cry. But like we step into line and then this woman came up behind us and she was like, can we get a picture with you guys? My daughter loves your channel. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is the cutest thing ever. And like her heart just broke. That was the funnest thing ever, just like seeing that people like in the world knew me, and like I just felt so like supported. It was great. Other things like doing stuff, probably like my other channel. I haven't really done anything fun yet because we've been in quarantine, and I definitely want to do some stuff like bookstores and like going places, but yeah, there's just been quarantine. I did some 1,000 subscriber specials on my other channel, and like we baked like Mallow Melt, we did Base Quest, which is like a fantasy game, and we just did some other things, and just being able to hang out with Joey and Austin, like we became such a tight group. And I just feel like YouTube is fun in general. Like it's not really about what was the most fun thing, I just think it's like fun in general. Number 7, outside of writing, what's your favorite form of art? And it's bold of you to assume that my favorite is writing, because my favorite form of art probably has to be like videography, because I love like watching videos, creating videos, all that stuff. Then it would probably have to go with writing. I don't like visual art as much as I would like before. I just feel like that's not something that like really calls to me, but I love like videography, photography, writing. Those are like my main, because I started that new Bookstagram account with Lauren, and that's been fun to like delve into photography. I'm really into videography, and then I also like creating writing. If you could have any fictional pet, what would it be? I would probably have an alicorn, because I feel like that would be so cute, or an Iggy in KOTLC, like either the alicorn in Exile or the what's it called, the little Iggy guy, because they're so cute. Yeah, I'll probably say Iggy because my sister has guinea pigs and they're so cute, like they're little small little beans. And then I would also want to have like a little small bean like Iggy. Which book character in any book would be the least likely to be your best friend? Fitz. Not gonna say any more than that. Jelly Bean, hiya Troy, what is a particular genre that you try to avoid or is your least favorite? Non-fiction. Avoid it, don't want it, I'm never gonna read it. I just don't think I'll ever be able to get to it, because I think my teachers scarred me of nonfiction. It's so boring. Alright, Lushberry. Do you have an idol? If so, who? This is like the same question. We've already answered that a bunch. Who inspired you to start a booktube channel? So yeah, I was watching this one like channel. He had like, what, 30 subscribers? I don't know. I just randomly found him when I was looking up like small booktuber tags. His name was Brendan or something. And he was just like living his life, you know, just having a booktube channel. He kind of shut it down shortly after, because I wanted to be friends with him when I started my booktube channel in January. But yeah, he didn't last very long with it, but it was just so fun to like watch him, and like he was talking about books, and he's just like he was just a guy like me, living in high school, living that best life, and just it was so fun to see how he was like growing and like how he was making friends. And so that was really what inspired me. But then also some like creators like Jesse the Reader, Emma Books, and like some other creators, like if you go to my favorite channels list, like some of those creators are definitely like the ones that inspired me. If YouTube didn't exist, what would you do except for reading books? Of course, well, it does exist, so I'm gonna have to, you know, be that person. But yeah, if it does exist, then there's no point in like thinking about if it doesn't exist. But I'll probably take more time for myself because I take so much time for this channel. But like, yeah, I think that I would just take more time for myself, maybe get more into theater and acting and stuff, because that's also something that I like to do. I don't know if I've talked about that in this video. How do you manage your channel? It's a lot. It really is. Like, if you are starting a YouTube channel, like I kind of didn't explain this before, but like it's not something easy. It's not like a breeze in the park. It's not going to be totally fun. There is a lot to do. If you're like gonna actively like be like a serious YouTuber, there's a lot more that you think you're gonna have to do than like you would expect. There's like a lot more that you'd have to do I need to talk. There's a lot more that you have to do than you would expect. Like, just even uploading a video, it'll take me like almost 1 hour and 30 minutes to do that. Just thumbnails, recording, filming. And then also with comments, like it is so important. Like if you're gonna be a YouTuber, you have to like, you know, respond to comments. Yeah, and I manage it by just kind of taking as much time as I can each day for it, and, you know, really just trying to like wrap my mind around it and trying to organize my schedule a little bit more. Like I've kind of just worked my way into a great schedule. So yeah. What is all my recording equipment? Okay, so I think I might be able to put stuff in the description, although this is just a terrible video for me because there's so much to remember for this video. But I have a Canon EOS M50, which is probably the most important thing for you to know. You can just look it up right now, like Canon EOS M50. It's a really great camera. It's like one of the most common cameras like YouTubers use. Like I even like asked like, oh hey Sukru, what is your camera that you're using? And he's like, oh, Canon EOS M50. Then I'm using the Rode Video microphone, which is a common accessory for this camera. Basically everything that I'm using is what Catherine Manning uses, which she has a channel if you want to look it up. If you want to actually like buy like the camera stuff and that I'm using, then just go to our channel and check out all that stuff, because that's what I'm using. I have a tripod, camera, microphone, studio lights, and oh, the last one's so sweet. How can you be so amazed? Like I don't know how to pronounce that, but thank you so much. I am so glad you like my channel, and I'm so thankful for your support. Like as soon as you popped into like my live chats and my premieres and stuff, I'm like, this is a cool person. Like you're just awesome. So keep it up. Alrighty, next we've got Rebecca, and Rebecca hasn't been around a lot on this channel lately, so I'm so glad that she kind of came back. But she says, what is your favorite theme park or one that you wish you could visit? Or if you don't like theme parks, just some cool place. I actually went to one theme park. Well, it's technically a water park. I don't know if that's like allowed or whatever the question is, but like we went with Joey and one of our other friends. It was so fun. We were like riding down the slides. We did like this one like group thing. It was so fun. And it was just like, that was actually so fun because it was the first day that like we got monetized on our channel. Like basically we went to get Joey, and that day YouTube sent us saying that we were monetized, or maybe it was the day before, and we were just like literally like just so emotional about it. Like we were like monetized, and then by the end of that day, like we had made like 27 cents off YouTube, which was not, it may not be a lot, it's like a few pennies, but it's just so much like, you know, joy for us, because like that was like crazy. Number 2, what is your favorite instrument to listen to? I don't really like listening to specific instruments, but probably more of like the bass kind of instruments, like just in songs in general. And some of like the more like sneaky, I know like artists like to put like little sneaky, or like producers, like they like to put little sneaky sounds, and I like those, and I like identifying them, like just like the little chicka chicka, you know, like all that kind of fun stuff. What is your Patronus? I have no idea. I've never actually really like looked at that. I don't know even what it really is. That's not something that I've been interested in, but for sure I should, you know, find that out soon. What was your favorite toy as a child, or just one you remember? What was my favorite toy? I used to be into like stuffed animals a lot. I also liked trains. Oh, Legos were amazing, and like any like block building thing, I loved that. Thank you so much for the nice comment. Number 1, what character out of any book do you relate to the most? Like I said earlier, I really relate to Shane from Again But Better. What was your favorite video you've ever filmed on any channel? That's really saying a lot. Some videos on this channel that I really liked were the bookshelf videos, or any videos that I I did this month. Like, I loved both challenges, the flip the book both book challenges that I did recently. On my other channel, I really liked both music videos that I did on that channel. I liked doing the Mallow Melt video and the Ripple Flop videos, like the baking videos. I loved the Base Quest video, even though we didn't release that to you guys, and some of like the member only videos. It's been a lot of fun to film videos lately. All right, number 3. If you could change anything about yourself, what would it be? What would I change about myself? Oh, here, I know. I want to be more muscular because I'm like skinny. I'm literally skinny. Anyways, I don't know what I'm saying. But 4, what's the worst book you've ever read? Probably Renegades, maybe. Might be Narnia. I really don't like those books, but I have them displayed still. I just didn't like any of the Narnia books, and I had a cool conversation with someone the other day. Also, what do you think you'll stop being a YouTuber? The question is, when do you think you will be a YouTuber? I don't know. That just feels like kind of like a pessimistic question, but I don't think I'll ever stop being a YouTuber, at least for like my plans. I don't have any plans to stop my channel unless I become a millionaire or something, and then I don't want to do anything with my, I don't know. No, there's literally no reason for me to stop my channel. So no, it'd be so cool. I don't know if I'll have it still going in like college or like past college, but I want to get like an apartment, and then I'll be like have like an apartment tour. Oh my gosh. Anyways, Millie the Queen. Can't believe you've already made 100 videos. Congrats. I know, I can't believe myself either. Have you always been really into books when you were younger or only now? I feel like it was not as much, but I was definitely into books more than a lot of people. Like I said, I was really into book fairs. I was so excited for when they were coming around. How long do you hope to keep the channel running? Are you thinking about being a booktuber's lifelong career? Yeah, that would be so fun. Not like a lifelong career, but like maybe like a part-time. Like just, okay, this is like my dream to have like, I don't know like really what an apartment costs, but like basically I think maybe like an apartment will cost like $1,000 to $2,000 somewhere where I live, and then if I'm able to get that much from Booktube, then I can just like be living in my apartment making Booktube videos. That'd be so cool. For some reason I just love apartments. Like I never even want to have a house. I just want to have an apartment. That's so weird to me, but yeah, I just think that'd be so cool. Like if you guys can just keep supporting me, and we're almost to monetization on this channel, which means I'll be able to start making money and buying more books and equipment and stuff, which were 2,800 hours, which is crazy, and we're even working on 2,900 very quickly. What is the most amount of books you have read in a day? In one day, I did my 24-hour reading vlog on this channel, and I read, was it 3 or maybe 4 books, or it was like 3.5 books or something. You should definitely check out that video. It's one of the most popular videos on my channel for some reason, because you guys love watching me suffer and read 24 hours of the day, which was kind of a waste of a day almost, because I don't want to be trapped in a book all that long. Even though I love books, like at a certain point, like I don't want to be reading in that long of a sitting. Yay, we have got Janessa. What's your favorite color? That is a must important question, and she even said it was iconic. My favorite color is lime green, and yeah, that's like the color of my walls and like my chair, and I just love that. I also love like teal, kind of like aquamarine, that kind of vibe. Do you have a favorite book to movie adaptation? I honestly, as of right now, it's gonna have to be either Hunger Games or Love, Simon, which is like Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda. Both of those were amazing book to movie adaptations, and I feel like some of y'all are hating on book to movie adaptations, but I mean, a lot of the times I love just seeing how the books are portrayed in film, and it's just so cool, and I just think it even makes me appreciate the book even more. Who's your hero or someone you look up to? Already answered that. Do you have any future plans for your channel? I want to do a lot more challenges. Like I want to do more of the best book quote series, which I haven't done in a while. I need to get back to that. Also want to do more of those flip the page book challenges, more tags. I got another tag that got tagged in today as I do this. I also just want to have more fun, more live streams. I have so much fun plans. So yeah. What's your favorite movie or TV show? I kind of already asked that, but my favorite TV show is The Office. It's like one of the only TV shows that made me cry. And then I also love the show Avatar, The Last Airbender. Amazing. What's something you want to be when you're older? Not gonna lie, I would love to be a YouTuber, love to be an author, and also want to do something like related to the environment, because that's something I'm passionate about, for sure. When did you start getting into reading as like a hobby, or is it something you've always loved doing? I've always loved it, but as a hobby, it started probably like 2 or 3 years ago, and then it just kind of escalated, and it's still escalating as I read like 16 books this month. If there's one thing you could change about your channel, what would it be? I would probably change the fact that I started it in 2017. Well, okay, no, hold on a second. Basically what happened was I started a channel, I don't even know what it was called. It's called like Power Surge 001 in like when I was like little, I was a child. It was like 2017, and then I started uploading videos and I deleted them, and then a year back I posted a trailer for Troy Reads because I had that idea, and then like it went back down, and anyways, I just posted a lot of stuff on that channel. I've done some weird like sub for sub stuff, and then I tried to erase it, and I feel like that just kind of had an impact on the launch of my channel. Like I feel like all those negative videos pose and that like performance that I initially had. I just wish I created a new channel. All right, Kara, what is your favorite book to TV show or movie adaptation and why? Oh, I already just asked, Janessa asked that, but basically I think Love, Simon is a great TV show or movie, and then I also think that Hunger Games is a really great like movie adaptation. I'm trying to think of more. I like the Divergent movie, like the first one. That was a good one. Now, and the Harry Potter movies too. Elise, I put this question in my comment on your September wrap-up video, but you can answer any of your Q&A. Do you prefer it when authors make villains seem more human, or do you prefer it when authors keep the villains dehumanized? I honestly think that I like when the authors make the villains more human, because I love when authors make their characters really real. Like I've said this even previously in this video. I just love when authors are able to kind of like dig into their characters, make their motives known, and just like, yeah, like villains aren't really that different from us, so it's important to have the authors like, you know, doing that in their books. How is school going? It's going pretty great. It's going up a little bit as the quarter is ending on October 9th. I'll get like a little break that day, but yeah, I have about 1.5 weeks left in this quarter, and then I'll be on to my second quarter for the semester, and yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, they're definitely like increasing the workload as they have to get through everything that they have to get through, you know, by the end of the quarter. What's your favorite character out of all the books you've read? Probably Keith Sensen from the Keep Velocity series. I made a whole video about like my top characters and my top middle grade characters and my top YA characters. If you want to check those out, they'll be on my channel somewhere in my 100 videos. Yeah, I like Keith, I like Sophie, I like Harry Potter and Hermione. Hermione's a really iconic one. Keith is a really iconic one. Shane is an iconic one. There's just a lot of characters that I like, and just I love, like I said earlier, when characters are really diverse in books. So, what's your least favorite book ever? Why is everyone asking that? Anyways, favorite thing about Booktube is being able to talk to you guys, and it's probably you guys just in general. Like I love being able to chat and like make comments, like reply to your comments and have discussions, and like it's just so fun. I don't know why. I just like, it's you guys. Like you make this whole thing worth it, and you're my favorite thing about Booktube, so hugs to you. Anyway, let's do books with Maddie's question, because this was one of the questions that Saturn asked. But do your parents/family watch your videos? So this is interesting. My parents, okay, so my dad does not watch any of my videos, or I really don't think, but my mom watches my videos probably like maybe like 1 or 2 a month, so she's good about it. But now she's like more busy, so I understand that. But yeah, I don't really even like my family's watching my videos, because like, yeah, I don't know why. Okay, this is actually a funny story though. My brother Austin, he disguised himself as like a weird account called like KOTLC is cool on one of my live streams, and started asking the weirdest question, like, what's your favorite elementary school? Like, do you like Michael Jackson or like, it was just weird like questions. He was asking me these weird questions, and it was just so funny because I didn't even know it was him, but he was watching live stream and commenting those weird things. My sister watched my music video. Does anyone else in your family enjoy reading? My brother is a definite reader as well. His reading is not as advanced as mine, for sure. He likes to read more like middle grade and even like lower than that, but he's still an avid reader. My sister is getting more into reading. She's been reading some pretty good books, and my mom is also a reader as well. She has a book club. She only reads like 1 book a month or whatever for a book club, but it's still, she still is a reader, and she enjoys it. And then she like goes on her party book club things. And then also, my dad is not really that much of a reader. He likes reading articles online, which I get. But I'm going to speed through the next few questions because I really have to get this video filmed so I can edit it. But what's your favorite color? I already answered that. Like a lime green / lime, like aquish. What plans do you have for the future of your channel? Definitely a lot more reading vlogs, like in individual book reading vlogs, like just reading 1 book, like just the span of me reading 1 book. And then, yeah, just a bunch more live streams and like more tags and challenges. Maybe some more like original type videos and me just kind of thinking of videos on my own, because I used to do a lot of that, and more reviews. I'm gonna do more of those too. What's your favorite thing besides reading and filming? Already talked about that. Any book recommendations to get someone out of a reading slump? I would definitely recommend any of the books if you haven't read any of these, like where I'm at, like these 2 shelves, like these 2 rows. So like Harry Potter, Aragon, Keeper of Lost City. Well, Aragon's probably not great for reading slumps, but Keeper of Lost Cities, anything by Cassandra Clare, like The Infernal Devices, or I would start with Mortal Instruments. Anything by Sarah J Maas, like I know you're reading like Throne of Glass maybe, so yeah, there's definitely a lot of like books, and if you want to message me, I can probably just give you some on my own time. But if you could have any bookish character as a roommate, who would it be and why? Honestly, it would have to be either like Keith or Biana, because those 2 like I feel like closely match my personality, or I mean again like Shane, although she's kind of more like grown up, because I would want like a teenage roommate. So yeah, I feel like Keith or Biana, like they're kind of like more bubbly and have a bubbly personality. I love hanging out with people like that, so I would answer for that. And then who's your favorite favorite booktuber? Myself, just kidding. I honestly don't have a favorite. I have like 5 that I try to really get to. Okay, so Jessie the Reader, Nitty Ready Reads, Mayona Reads, Emma Books, Shook Rupin Books, and then I also really like your channel too. I try to pop in there like a few times a month on your videos. So yeah, those are like my favorite booktubers. What's your favorite movie? I already talked about that. And I also talk about TV shows. So thank you so much, Lily, for your questions. Now we are on to Flashy Candle. How are you with life in school and all? Kind of answered that. I talked about future plans. Future reads, I am not going to talk about this too much because I actually have a whole TBR video coming out very soon. It's going to be like my October TBR. And I've got a lot of books on my TBR. I also want to read some more like fallish books. So if you guys have any recommendations for that TBR video, make sure to let me know. I'm not really too deep into anticipated reads right now, to be honest. But thank you for your questions. I think I might even be getting close to like 90 minutes of footage. I'm literally screaming at myself. But Mandy, how are you? I hope quarantine is getting you down. I feel like quarantine was nice, but it also just, it was kind of like a blessing in disguise. Like I thought it was like really great, but it wasn't actually, because I feel like I was just so dissatisfied, you know, after. It was like a bad aftertaste. Like I felt like I wasn't really social, and I just felt like I was kind of deprived of that. Do braces hurt? I have to get them soon. I'm scared. I actually think braces make my teeth more secure. I don't really want you guys looking all over my teeth right now because like I just ate, but basically I just think they kind of secure my teeth a little bit more. I am eager to get them off, but just sometimes I feel like when I'm going to the dentist and they're just like, you know, poking around your mouth, sometimes I feel like it's relaxing. I don't know if that's just me. I don't know if that's something weird, but like I just think it's like sometimes fun. I can just like chill while they're doing whatever they need to do. But yeah, definitely like once they tighten them on for the first time, it'll hurt. Maybe for the next like 3 appointments, they'll hurt every single time they get retightened. But you just have to trust in yourself. You just have to believe that it'll get less pain over time, and then you just not feel them. It's like, it's so cool how like braces like are excruciating pain, or not excruciating, but like they're like you're in a lot of pain for the first day, but like overall it just eases, and then it's good. You know, just trust me, it gets better. And what is your all-time favorite book, always and forever? I already answered that, but never seen in the Cool Keeper Lost City series. Okay, now we are on to Millie's question. What is your favorite word? Okay, I love the word obituary, and this is not really a word, but it's an emoji. I love the emoji with like the star eyes. I really love that. I love the word mood. That's a good word. I like the word like flabbergasted, dazzling, like, you know, I like some funky words. How much do you depend on the internet? I depend on the internet for a lot of things. So yeah, I think that answers your questions. That's an interesting question. I like it. When did you come across KOTLC? I actually came across KOTLC 4 years ago or something. Maybe even more. It was when Never Seen was out and the next book was Lodestar. And so it's crazy to see that I've been with the series for 4. I've like grown up with the series almost. So it adds like a little bit of nostalgia. And that's probably why, like, there's like so many elements that just propel my love for KOTLC. Like, can you make an EL Fudges merch? Maybe. That would be cool. I don't know. Now, certainly not least, but last, we've got M. M loves books. She emails me her comments because of like security reasons. So yeah. Anyways, here are our questions. Do you have any pets? And if so, what animal, how many, and what names? So basically, I don't have. My sister has 2 guinea pigs. So those are kind of my pets, especially because they love me very much. And like, I bond with them all the time. And it's like they're so cute. My sister named them Winnie and Penelope, but I just like calling them Charisse and Buddha. If you wouldn't have done KOTLC fanbase, do you think we'd have done Troy Reads? No. I never thought I'd be even like a part-time YouTuber like I am right now. I just never thought that. I never would have imagined myself to have such a big platform. Like, that's so crazy. Like, a lot of people dream about having this, and it's just crazy to me how like my perception on it has changed. Like, this seems normal to me, like talking to a camera and stuff, but for sure, when I was a child, I never thought I would be doing this. What do your parents think about being on YouTube? Do you think to convince them, or were they cool with it? I don't know. I feel like they liked it initially, then they thought it was like distracting me from school or whatever, but I still managed to get straight A's. Like, I've never gotten like a B, I don't think, in the last 2 years or whatever that I've been on YouTube. So yeah, I think that like they think that it might be distraction, or like my dad does, but my mom is definitely really supportive of it. She used to watch my videos, like I said kind of earlier, and yeah, they're definitely cool with it now and like more supportive of it because they know that this is like a passion, that this is like my college stuff. But yeah, your fave genre of music, I kind of talked about this, but like I'm like pop and kind of like musical stuff. Your fave season and why? I love fall. For some reason, fall just fills me with so much joy. Like I kind of said in the beginning, I just think I get so much more motivated and so much more joyful, like, in fall. What state do you live in? I live in North Carolina, so yeah, that's fun. I live in North Carolina. I mean, I don't think there's anything special about North Carolina, so yeah. What state would you go for a vacation? What time of year and why? I would go to Hawaii, probably in winter, so that I can get an escape from the winter. Oh, I went to the Grand Canyon, which was in like Arizona, and then, or maybe was it in Nevada? I went to like Nevada and Arizona for spring break. That was really, really cool. Like going to see the Grand Canyon, like it is way 1,000 times better than the pictures. And then what's your favorite holiday and why? I really love both Christmas, and then my birthday was probably like the best that I've ever had a birthday this year. It was like really, really great. So I love my birthday. I love Christmas. Thanksgiving is nice. I mean, I'm not a huge food fanatic. Well, sometimes I am, then sometimes I'm not. But yeah, favorite TV show and game. I already talked about TV show. I mean, game, I think you mean like video game. I like Minecraft, but like I'm not really a huge gamer. Plants vs. Zombies is good too. Angry Birds, like some mobile apps. I don't want to like play any like those kind of games because like yeah, no. But okay, I think I got through everything, so thank you so much for watching this. I honestly do not know how long this video is gonna be. Like I do genuinely am so not eager to like upload my footage and see how much I have to edit today and tomorrow, but yeah, I'll get through it hopefully. I'm not gonna be sane by the end of it, but yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you all so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and thanks again. Like 100 videos for me is a lot, and this is like my 101th, and it's just so crazy to see my growth. You behind the camera, it means a lot to me that you're here. So yeah, I just get emotional thinking about it. But if you guys enjoyed this video, I really don't want to drag this on any longer. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you thought on this video. If you even got this far, please comment mangoes for the rest of my life, and then I'll know, like, I'll know that you stick to the end. But yeah, I really appreciate the people who are here. Like, subscribe, comment what you thought. Mangoes for life. And I'll leave the last video up there. I have to go. My sanity is kind of crippling, so I'm just gonna go. I'll see you guys in the next video. Probably might have a premiere on Saturday, might not. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Love you so much. Have a great day.